This week, the Ascendant Challenge takes us over into the Gardens of Esila area of the Dreaming City. Before you head down here, though, make sure you stop by the Strand and pick up the Ascendant Challenge bounty from Petra. This is the bounty that does give you powerful gear, and this is what you need to get this done. On top of that, you also need to make sure you have a Queensfoil Tincture. If you don't have one of these, you won't be able to see the portal, and you won't be able to get this done. So, once you have your Queensfoil, once you have your bounty, make your way south from the Strand and head over into the Gardens of Esila. This is where you want to be. This is a cliffside in the southernmost area of this map. So, just to give a frame of reference, we're over here on the cliff, and here is a center area with the bridge. Right behind us is where the portal is, and that's what you want to jump into. So before I do that, I do want to thank everybody for the tremendous support and the positive feedback on these Ascendant Challenge videos. It's been great to see everybody's comments and everybody being appreciative of making these here. I know a lot of people haven't quite got these done yet. So if these have been helpful, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and also too, just want to make sure that you guys are aware of how appreciative I am of all that support. So with that said, let's jump in the portal and get this thing done. So once you jump inside, you'll notice that we're in the center of the map, and there's a rift portal right here. So our job is to go on the outsides of the map and grab all these arc charges that are outside this area. We want to then bring those to the center and dunk those Destiny 1 rift style. All the while, we got to make sure we're avoiding the shadow thralls, the hive champions, as well as Taken Phalanxes, and they might be the most difficult enemies in this mission because of their shield attack. So here's our tanking guy. We want to avoid him as best we can. So let's just make our way to the outside, and we're going to grab the arc charges that are located throughout the map. There are taken blights here too, and we want to make sure we avoid those if we can. Unlike week 1, we don't have to worry about blowing those up. We just want to avoid them. So let's grab the arc charge, let's not get knocked off the map, and let's make our way back to the center. This is a nice week too. If you do have one of the purification ritual bounties, you can get those done by defeating the knights, and that is part of this mission. We need to take those knights out. So we're going to make our way back to the center, and instead of rushing right straight for it, we're going to do a little lap here around the middle, because we don't want to run right inside. Those Taken Phalanx guys, are a bunch of them there, and they can end your day pretty quickly if they all hit you at once. So just do a little lap, and that's the safest way of doing it. So 1 dunk down, 2 to go. We're going to make our way over to this arc charge next. So you just want to be careful when you run around the blights. You don't want to get caught in those. They don't hurt you that much, but they do prevent you from healing, and they do slow you down quite a bit. So just do your best to avoid those. So let's run around here. We're going to grab this second arc charge, and then same deal, we're going to make our way back to the center. So we have a Taken Phalanx here. You don't have to worry too much about their gun attack. It's their shield attack that's going to mess you up. So we're making our way back, and we want to dunk this in the center. Just like before, though, we're not going to rush right towards the middle. We're going to do a little bit of a lap there and help spread out the phalanxes. So we're heading straight forward. There's the center, and there's our buddies. We want to spread those guys out. If they all hit you at once, even if you're a really high light level, they can do quite a bit of damage. So by doing this little lap here, we help spread them out just enough. And once you make a dunk, jump up right away, because there might be the Taken Knights right next to you. So 2 dunks down, 1 to go. We're making good progress here, but we still got a little bit of work to do. Now once we make this final dunk, right where that rift is, it's basically going to be like an infinite super amount of energy. And depending on your light level, you can easily use your super to take these guys down. Right now I'm using the Blade Barrage, and that will do quick work on these knights. If you're on your Titan, the hammers will be good. If you're on your Warlock, the Chaos Reach will be great. Anything that keeps you in the air. But before I go ahead and take these guys down with my super, I do want to show an area where if you're not a very high light level, you can still get this done with relative ease, and you can kind of cheese the 3 knights. So before we do that, let's do a little bit of a lap again. We're going to make this final dunk, and then this will be a well of energy with a infinite super. But let's make the dunk, and then before we jump on there, we want to look for a platform. And this one over here is pretty good. Because if you jump up onto here, or if you try to jump up on here. You can be here pretty safe. This one's okay. There's also another area, actually better ones on this side. Let me go over there. Because I can easily get my super back, but if you're a lower light level, it's still risky to use your super right there. Over here is a nice platform. This one's a bit more flat. So you can jump up here, and then there's no enemies around you. There will be some phalanxes, but you can easily shoot those guys. You'll notice right here, the shadow thralls don't come get me. They can't reach me, and the knights don't come get you either. The only ones you have to be worried about are the phalanxes, and they're really not going to do much. So from here you can use a scout rifle and easily take these guys down. Unlike week 1, they don't get their health back, so this is a nice way of making sure you get this done. You just got to take out the phalanx guys, because they're the only ones that can hurt you from up here. But once you kill them, they don't respawn. So with him gone, I'm pretty safe. There's nobody around me, and I could easily take these knights out that way. So you can use this strategy if you're not a very high light level, or if you want to be super cautious and make sure you get it done. But with Blade Barrage, I should be able to take these guys down really quickly. It does massive damage, and if I run back in the middle here, I get my super back pretty much right away. So we're just going to keep spamming Blade Barrage. And once you take down all these guys, this is when you'll have this challenge done. So where's our other knights at? Right there. Blade Barrage is doing massive damage on these guys. Now you're not completely invulnerable, so you can't be very liberal. You got to be somewhat careful when you're using these. But once you take down all the knights, that's what gets this done. This is what will get you some of your purification ritual done. And as soon as you take down the last knight, this challenge will be done. So he's down for the count. We have our chest spawn in the middle. All the enemies are gone. Make sure you grab the chest right away, because it does despawn pretty quickly. Now this won't give you powerful gear, but you may get a cool roll on a weapon. I got a sword, so I'm kind of bummed out about that. But our main objective here was to get the bounty done. So let's go ahead and we'll turn the bounty in. I'm hoping to get Shards of Galanor here, but let's see. Nothing doing, didn't get that this time, but it does give you powerful gear, and these do tend to be better rolls. Now, mine went to the Postmaster, so that's kind of a bummer, but hopefully you guys get a good roll on whatever you get, or if you're super lucky, you guys get an exotic from this. But let me know if this is helpful, guys. I really appreciate all the support when it comes to these Ascendant Challenge videos, and I'll keep making these as long as there are people who get a benefit from them. So, most importantly, though, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch up soon. Have a good day.